This is a regular corn kernel that you're probably familiar with. But did you know there's a huge varieties of corn kernels on the market, each with their own distinct size, shape, and flavor profile. But before we continue, my flavor friends, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Making popcorn is very simple. It only requires 3 steps. Step number 1, selecting the kernel. Step number 2, popping the kernel. Step number 3, seasoning the popcorn. Okay, so let's say that step 1 and 2 went perfectly. What would make your popcorn addictive depends entirely on the seasoning blend. Alright, I'm definitely curious what you guys put on your popcorn. Leave your comments down below. Stay tuned, because at the end we will show you one special ingredient that will take your popcorn to the next level. So we tested 10 different varieties of kernels. After we tried them all, we couldn't decide which one was our favorite, since each variety brought something interesting to the table. So we've decided to use the rainbow blend, because it gives a nice contrast of different textures and flavors. When it comes to popping the kernel, we tested several different fats and oils, ranging from olive oil, avocado oil, all the way to beef tallow. In the end, we decided to use ghee, which is essentially a clarified cultured butter, because it gives a nice, rich, savory flavor. For this recipe, you will also need some popcorn salt, which is essentially just regular salt blended into a fine powder. This is gonna help coat the popcorn evenly. Alright, back to popping the kernel. In a pot, add a generous amount of ghee or clarified butter. Once the butter is hot, you can drop your corn kernel. Give it a little shake. Then finally, you can add your popcorn salt. About 6% of the weight of the kernel gives you a nice saltiness. Just give it a little stir and pop the lid on. Once you start hearing the corn popping, just give it a little shake to make sure that everything cooks equally. So just keep cooking until you can't hear any more popping. Now just shake the pot vigorously. This will help spread the salt evenly. There you go. Now you have a delicious basic salt and butter popcorn. But let's step it up a notch by adding our addictive signature seasoning blend. Just shake well and serve. Oh yeah. As you know guys, there is an endless amount of possibilities of things you can put on your popcorn, but this is the spice mix we came up with. First ingredient is going to be 1 tablespoon of lemon pepper, followed by a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of plain sugar, half a teaspoon of fine popcorn salt, and the secret ingredients, nutritional yeast. That's what vegans put on plants to make it taste like meat, so you know it's tasty. And we will put 2 generous tablespoons of our secret ingredient. Combine everything together, and then we will do the exact same thing we did with our popcorn salt. Blend it until it's a fine powder, then transfer it to your favorite shaker, and you're ready to rock. This is the most addictive popcorn we've ever made. Seriously, people will fight over it.